Hi, thanks for joining us today. We've got Dominic Mandato with Investplus Properties Canada Limited with us today. And today, Dominic is going to tell us the difference between single-family investing and multifamily investing. Dominic, do you mind sharing some information with us?
Sure thing, Chris. You know, sometimes we say go big or go home, but we are also jaded. We've been in this business for quite some time. And you know, we feel that the multifamily business is probably one of the best investment classes in real estate. But there are some differences, and there's some advantages and disadvantages as well on whether you own a multifamily or a single family home. And so let's go through some of those differences. One of the things in single family is if you're buying more than one, you're likely going to have houses scattered around the city or the country. And so from a management standpoint, it becomes very difficult to do. Whereas in a multifamily, traditionally you get more than one tenant under one roof, especially if you have 20, 30 tenants under one roof versus 20, 30 houses across a city or country. In single family, values of houses are determined by the comparables, where the neighborhood, where the house is located and how it compares to the neighborhood. In multifamily is really driven by the income it produces. So the more the income the building produces, the higher the value of that property. In single-family homes, third-party management costs are a little bit higher, 10 to 12%, in some cases even as high as 15%. And generally because the value in terms of for a property manager to manage that property and the income it produces is significantly lower, and so the margins are very, very tight. But in multifamily, because there's more tenants and you have more income, the cost to manage is reduced significantly, between 3 and 6%. What we find though in single family, as you probably could recognize at first glance, is that the financial entry is lower than multifamily. And so depending on where you are in terms of your financial status, recognize that you could probably start off at buying single family homes and at some point transition into multifamily. But that's not all bad for single family houses. In fact, it's easier to flip. There are lots of people out there that have multiple homes, 30, 40, 50 homes. And the great thing about owning homes as well is that it's easier to sell. You can sell a home within 30 to 45 days, whereas in multifamilies, it can take to 12 to 18 to 24 months. The market is that much smaller in terms of people who buy multifamily, so be aware of that.
Now, Dominic, if people want to get a hold of you to find out more information, how can they reach you?
Well, there's two ways, Chris. One is they can call us at our toll-free number at 877-663-8772, or they can visit us on our website at investplusproperties.com.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that information with us today.
Thank you, Chris.